topics in sports entertainment.
Pro wrestling talk from the four corners of parts unknown. This is That Wrestling Podcast.
Hey, what's up? It's Jason and Kevin. Crown Jewel is in the books. Holy hell. The main event, Kevin, did we just see the match of the year?
It was insane. It was little slip ups here and there, but insane.
Wait, I only saw one slip up, and that was Logan Paul's awful attempt at Sweet Chin Music.
and then Michael Cole calling it the rock bottom. Truly not the full rock bottom, but it was awesome.
Who has been on the Logan Paul bandwagon from day one?
I think you are the official train
This
conductor
guy.
of the choo-choo train.
Oh my God, everything about it was perfect. Let me rephrase that. Like I said, the Sweet Chin Music was a bit botchy. I got a little cringy about the selfie frog splash.
I loved it.
The selfie splash, I guess we could call
Loved
it now. Unbelievable. I can't wait to go check out Logan Paul's social media when we're done to see, because the entrance was a Instagram live.
Oh, okay.
Because I got the notification that Logan Paul was live on Instagram. And then obviously when he came up, Wade Barrett saying he didn't give Logan Paul permission to use his Bad News podium. Oh yeah, big ups there. But wow, in past years, Crown Jewel was nothing exciting for me. We had that awful DX versus the Brothers of Destruction match, Goldberg versus the like awful things in Crown Jewel history. And this year, I mean, I don't want to say WrestleMania worthy, but man, better than the Royal Rumble, better than SummerSlam. We'll find out if it's better than War Games in a couple months, but still, or later this month. But wow, I know, Kevin, I didn't really want to talk about all of this. I figure we'll save that for the show. But man,
yeah, I will say this: if since Jake Paul had an entrance, right, with theme music, his name on the big screen, there's got to be Usos versus the Pauls. It sets it up. Or they're gonna do Jake Paul versus Solo, and then Usos versus the Pauls. That would be the opportunity to the Usos to drop those, because they're gonna have Usos versus New Day, SmackDown, and officially, if the Usos win, it will be the longest reigning, right? But Usos versus Pauls has it written all over it. Probably, I'm guessing the crappy thing
WrestleMania night one,
4 months away. It would sell it. It would help sell that match, and it would be awesome. Jake, this is the thing though. Jake has to train his butt off.
Oh yeah.
Because even with his punches,
his stance was a little off.
A little bit.
It felt like he was the guy at the bar getting into a fight. He was like it was. I mean, look, I'm no expert on boxing stances, but obviously he wasn't like his boxing stance last week against Anderson Silva. So it was a little off, but still, I mean, look, this could stretch out, this could stretch out for a while. I mean, we figure, let's say the first thing happens at the Royal Rumble. Maybe Solo's in the Rumble, Logan gets in, or Jake gets in. That sets up Solo, or what is the pay-per-view between Rumble and Mania? It's like inside the boathouse or something. Right? I don't know. Yeah, because it was. Yeah, because whoever doesn't win. Well, no, because this year they may not do that, because usually it was Rumble winner gets the title shot, Chamber winner gets the other title shot. But since Roman has both belts, I don't know.
But okay, to piggyback off what you mentioned, Logan's in the Rumble, and then we see Jake later in the Rumble. And like maybe they both eliminate the Usos or something crazy, and that kind of sets it up. But
yeah,
I thought that match was awesome. Logan at SummerSlam was amazing, but he's also having great dance partners every single way, or every single match so far. That is, it was awesome.
I yelled at my TV so many times because I thought they were going to do it.
The crowd was chanting him at times too. When he would hit a move, they were chanting Logan, but of course it was pro Roman.
Yeah,
I mean, but
man, like I said, I'm on a high right now. Like I've been working. I had it on. It started at 9 a.m. for me, and when you can get an event to start with Brock Lesnar and end with Roman Reigns. I mean, look, the Usos tag match was good. The women's last standing match was better than I expected. A little clunky at times. I think you said that in the text. That
I get confused when it's the 9 count and they get up and then they fall immediately back down. They're not standing on 2 feet. I get really confused because I'm like, it's almost like a standing. You got to be standing, right?
I wish they would get
not just wobble. And Bianca wobbled, I think like 6 or 7. That was my only gripe. A lot of the shenanigans on the stage, I thought were kind of.
The golf cart was interesting.
Yeah,
of course.
The miss of that table. At the from the golf cart, but it was good. The ending was good. The ending I thought was creative.
Of course, when the golf cart came out on Twitter, AEW did it. They're just copying what shut up. If we're going to go that route, everything AEW does copies WWE because they were there first.
Exactly. And to be perfectly honest, AEW can't copy WWE because AEW can't pull off an event like this. Or a couple months ago, premium live event, Clash at the Castle, right?
Yeah.
These are WrestleMania style events, not labeled as WrestleMania.
Right.
That's the thing.
I just can't get over that main event. I mean, that was
good.
Match of the year. Logan Paul might be my new favorite wrestler. I mean,
do you own a Logan Paul shirt?
I bet your ass I'm going to go buy one.
Does he have merch?
I'm going to buy a case of Prime too.
Well, the purple stuff. That's you got to get one of those PSA cards, and then you can just buy or a PSA holder,
a Pokemon card or something.
Nice picture of Logan Paul in there.
WrestleMania attire is coming together. But no, seriously, like at SummerSlam, he did have a shirt. He, because he went against the Miz, so his shirt was black and it said the Mav, because Maverick is the name of his sports company or his apparel company or something. So that's why it said on his pants Mav Athletics today.
Okay.
So he's the Maverick Mav. And then he has his own line of apparel, which always sells out. But I don't know if they still sell. Remember that one year he was with Sami Zayn and like I don't know if it was WrestleMania or SummerSlam. They had like an old school trading card on the shirt, but it was a Logan Paul shirt, but it looked like an old school trading card. So I don't know. Oh man. I mean, I know you didn't watch it all, but that main event just did it for me, man. I'm like on a high.
And the crowd, because that's the thing. You mentioned it. Crown jewels are either hit or miss. Mm-hmm. But I thought the crowd was pretty exciting was into it. Just
the best part of that crowd,
the
kids.
Yeah, because they were
kids were
all around the ring. All around,
like
there was one time where like they were all in unison during Logan Paul, Roman Reigns, like just smacking their hands on the barrier. But yeah, those families must have been rich because those first 4 rows, camera like
aren't those couches? They're couches, right? I don't think they're chairs. I think they're couches.
Oh, they were couches in the first couple rows.
They used to be. I honestly wasn't paying attention to it that much because I didn't know we were gonna do this show about an hour ago.
Yeah,
I've been working at my house all morning with the TV on in every room that I've been in. So, yeah, I don't know if there were couches on the floor, but holy hell,
the drones were really cool too. The drones, I thought
Brian is gonna lose his mind because he loves the tech stuff. Those 2,000 drones or whatever they said that caused the that made the logos. Like the Bray Wyatt logo I thought was cool. But again, the Bray Wyatt situation, not doing anything for me. I don't know how you feel about that.
I thought I love Shatter by Code Orange, his new theme music.
Yeah.
Seriously, just so good with the piano at the beginning, and then it get harder. It's very crowd friendly if they get into it and sing along with it.
I think it's too long. I think that intro is too long.
Well, it's long. The only bad thing about it being long, it makes you stare at the like pop-up Dollar General door, waiting to open.
You're on my side now about the door. Because remember when this I said I wasn't into the door.
I like the door, but it forces you to look at the door for like 30 seconds. That's the only thing. Like that's my only downfall. I do like the door, how it opens and he comes out. It's just, it looks like it's army camouflage, like what you do.
The netting. The netting. Yeah.
And it's not much around it.
It doesn't work for me.
You stare at it. But I love the music. If they could just alter the door somehow, or start off very far away, and then during the course of the music, have the camera go slowly, so it's very small, and then the perspective. Maybe that. But I couldn't. I have to rewatch it or look at the transcript to what Uncle Howdy said. I got really confused because
it was about wearing a mask.
Yeah, it was like, oh, you don't have to take it off. But it just was like so much going on. With the words,
the formula is getting old too for me. Talking. All of a sudden, video. Black screen, segment's over. I'm ready for something new.
Yeah.
But I haven't been on board with this Bray Wyatt situation since he's come back. Michael Cole, I think, was the star of the show. Did you see the Judgment Day OC match?
I did not as of yet.
At the very end, our social team caught it too because they tweeted it. It said, it was Cole, and he goes, somebody's got to kick her ass about Rhea Ripley. I mean, Cole was just on it. And man, I'm so glad they talked about referee names. They dropped the Bullet Club name on the show. I don't think that's ever happened before. So, man, I got my Finn Balor shirt on. I was pumped for that match. And, we talked a little bit on the podcast when I jumped on after my 10-day contract with the Lakers expired, that who is going to be the woman to go against Rhea? And, who knows? She wore her hairstyle, and they talked about this on commentary, and you might have missed it, but she is a tribute to the late, great Beth Phoenix, is what she said. So, maybe Beth comes back and gets involved with that. Who knows? But Crown Jewel, A+ show for me. Let me revise that. An A-. Omos and Braun, didn't really do it for me. But again, we talked about that the other night, and on Twitter, they talked about why MVP was not with Omos. He was not with him. I think I'm not going to be able to find it because, of course, I need it now. But it was about him. MVP was a Muslim, and then he stopped.
Converted.
He converted to something else or got out of it, and apparently that's a punishable offense in Saudi Arabia.
We can't lose MVP, so he made the smart decision. I can't help. I don't get this jazzed for shows that often, especially watching on TV. But man, any closing thoughts, Kev? Because I can't wait to watch that match again. I can't wait to show my wife that match. Yeah,
she knows. She doesn't care about the wrestling, but she knows who Logan Paul is.
And that's the thing. He's love it or hate him as a person because he's done controversial stuff, and he's very adamant with how him and The Rock used to be buds and why they're not. Logan just made stupid decisions back in the day when he was younger, but he doesn't shy away from them. And this is the thing: love him or hate him, he's an incredible athlete.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing. When you can go in there, third match against Roman Reigns, first match, a tag match, second match, SummerSlam, you're only doing it at massive events, right?
Yeah.
With tens of thousands of people. I would love, my thing is I would love to see him show up on a Raw relatively soon. That's the thing. I don't want him to go away to Royal Rumble. I would love to see him and bring out Jake just to stand there as like Solo stands there as the muscle. Have Jake be the muscle, not talk so much, because Logan, you feel his emotion. Jake, I feel like could come off of very much Jake from seeing, you know, like his battles with Dana White, and he is cocky. I just don't want Logan's, like, how you do feel empathetic with Logan a lot, because even at the beginning, like, he was getting cheered, he did like that on the ropes, like you feel for him, where Jake, I feel like could
did you see
it down, but
did you see the Jake Paul promo from the press conference yesterday?
Press conference, yeah.
He botched one line about exterminating the spider, but still flawless.
He was good. No, it was really good.
But
there's a difference between, I think, that and then getting in front of a huge crowd, because Logan stumbled in front of the crowds too.
Yeah, I guess so. But
Logan 3 matches in, man, if you would have told me those two are potentially going to be in a tag match, where the first one, Miz and Logan, Miz carried it a lot, but Logan did great. Now it's going to be most likely, you know, Logan's together, and seeing Logan carry the match for the team, that's what's going to be exciting. Yeah, I'm calling it now. We've called it now. It's going to happen. Yeah. But I would say we went into knowing Logan was going to do awesome, and it is very nice to say that we are happily surprised that he's, well, I guess not surprised. We're happily confident that we predicted he would do awesome.
Yeah. I mean, man, I cannot wait to watch it again. So this has been a TWP Extra. Thank you for checking this out on YouTube, as well as on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to leave a comment and a rating. That really does help us out in the long run. You can pick up merchandise at our web store, whatamaneuver.net. Just search for That Wrestling Podcast. And you can DM us on social media at That WrestlePod, and Gmails are always welcome. ThatWrestlePod@gmail.com. He's Kevin Cox. I'm Jason Marchuka, and this has been a TWP Extra on That Wrestling Podcast. Kevin, hit Brian's catchphrase.
Enjoy wrestling.
Thanks for listening. Follow That WrestlePod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
1, 2, 3, that's it!
Thanks for watching That Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And for more That Wrestling Podcast content, follow at That WrestlePod on social media.